only ever did to an adaptive component, then you would go Revit element adaptive component. If it's something you only ever did to a structural beam, structural framing, you'd go Revit element structural framing. If you're going to be able to move geometry, that's a general thing you do to Revit geometry, Revit elements, then you would say Revit elements, element, do my thing for that one. Okay? A lot of people miss that concept. That's why I want to mention. That's why it's buried. 2D. Okay, here we go. So, find it. Set location, put that down, and tell it you will see it later. All right? We need to pick that edge. We need to pick that beam. So let's do that. Okay. Here we go. Ready? Element. We need to select, right? So go to selection, and then say select model element, single. Okay. Select the beam right here in plan. Got it? All right. Then we're going to do one more selection. Select edge. Can anyone guess what we select on the select edge? What? What do we select? Go ahead. What? The edge. Right there. So we select that edge, right? Did you see how I? Okay. Good. By the way, I got to say this. I say this every time. You're just going to, I have to kind of shuffle these windows around. How many people use dual monitors at their office? Okay. Why do they supply one monitor in every teaching lab session? I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense. How many people use 3-button mice in their office? Right? No one? A few people? The little mouse, they have the wheel, scroll wheel in the middle. How many people use the scroll wheel in the middle? All right. And you see these here, right? So that's kind of my argument is you could use 2-button mice here, right? But there'd just be anarchy, right? So hopefully one day they will get 2 monitors and we can do Dynamo and Revit on each one. But for now, we just got to do it around. Okay. So anyway, here we go. Okay. Okay. Now, notice that when select edge happened, something happened which was nice, right? The developer, this already converts it to a Dynamo curve. You see that? A Dynamo curve, okay? And the way you can tell is you actually see the geometry in the background. All right, so I'm going to maximize this. I'm going to hit this, and you can say right-click, zoom to fit, and you see that line right there? See that? Right-click, zoom to fit, unclick, okay? That is the edge of the slab. We need to offset that by 1 foot, okay? And then we align the beam to it. Okay, so let's keep going. Ready? So what we do, and why did it disappear? Whoa. Huh. It disappeared on me. Okay, anyway. All right, so we need to select the curve. Now we need to offset a curve. So everyone understands something now. We need to do an operation we need to offset a curve. Okay? I want to drive this home with everyone. We need to do an operation on a curve. What do we need to do? We need to offset it. Okay? So if we need to offset a Dynamo curve, because that's what it converted it to. You see that curve? It converted it to a curve, that edge, okay? And we need to offset that curve. Do we go to the Revit menu on here? No. We don't go to the Revit menu because it is not Revit geometry. It is Dynamo geometry. So where do we go? Geometry. Okay? Geometry. That should say Dynamo geometry, but it says geometry. Okay? Then come over to curve, and then under curve, scroll down to offset. Right there. Okay? Now we are already defaulted at 1, but let's go ahead and we already defaulted at 1, so wire it in like that. Okay? Like that. Okay? So we're offset at 1, so just wire it in. It's already default at 1 foot. So we do that. What's a little disconcerting to me is I don't see my background geometry.